Nigeria's diversification plan hinges on a dynamic and viable export market. Stakeholders at the recent Zenith Bank Trade Seminar discussed the challenges and way forward for the Nigerian export sector.
We, as an exporter, believe seriously in talking about export as a practical business. We are not here to talk about government policies, banking, funding, or anything. We want to tell you exactly what it takes to be in the export business. It is not an easy line of business. Everybody wants to be in the export, non-oil export. The craze now is that export, export, export. By the time you enter into export business, you will realize that within 3 to 6 months, you will virtually lose 70% of the capital invested if care is not taken. One, the government policies are not consistent. The macroeconomy is not stable. The basic infrastructures are not there. The institutions are not there. The banks that are supposed to support you will not stand up and support you at the critical time. Most exporters today are bankrupt. Yeah, you accept you are deceiving yourself. Most exporters, when I mean exporters, I mean real exporters. Okay, let me put the bankruptcy in inverted comma and inverted quote. You see, it's so easy to talk about export. But I want to tell you, please, if you are in this hall or you are thinking of going to export, think twice and think seriously.
We need to do a lot of things differently as Nigerians. First of all, I want to say, when you talk about export, export is about doing business globally. It's about selling to overseas market. And if export is going to work, the Nigerian government must fully and completely stand up for export. Because that is one way we can generate more foreign exchange for our country to reduce the pressure on the dollar. And then we can also create employment because more people can get engaged. However, how do we expand this basket of export opportunities, products we can export? It's very, very simple. Already we've seen we have about 117 exportable commodities. But you know, most of all the commodities we export from Nigeria are raw commodities. And that is where our records stand by simply doing some product differentiation, adding little processing, value addition. We can even create additional products and then grow our economy, grow the export basket.
We are left completely floating. Most exporters are having serious problems. Now the government is shouting, diversification is the way out. There is no diversification of anything. Just deceiving ourselves. If you want to have continuous growth of export, policies must be consistent. Incentives must be given a time frame, which should be backed up by National Assembly legislation, that nobody can reverse it. If you tell me you are giving me 5% discount, or if you tell me my EEG is collateral, I will know it is collateral and it will last for the next 5 years. I will do my planning. And if anybody decide to reverse that decision, then I can take him to court. We can go to court of arbitration. We can do whatever we like. Commodities which we deal in is not a groundnut market something. It goes on the international exchange market rate. You cannot just tell me that you are an exporter today, it is 3,000, tomorrow, no, let us negotiate it. That is one. Another thing is this EEG If the government wants the EEG, either pre-incentive facility or post-shipment, pre-shipment incentives or post-shipment incentives, it must be very, very stable. If the government wants growth of export, if they want diversification and they want to generate foreign exchange from export, they must give us stable policy statements that will outlive government. Not that one government will come and tell us stories, another one will come and tell us another thing, one minister of commerce will come, another trade will come, governor of CBN will come, just everybody talk anything they like.
For a sustainable economic development program, the government must give priority to an inclusive export policy.